Okay. So how do you know him?
Because my homeboy knows him. So we went to chill one day and he was with him. So we just.
Okay. I don't understand a word you're saying. Your mom.
The time served, the channel that's games.com, so you don't have to. And video 2 of them guidance. It pains me to hear the way the kid talks when he's standing in front of a judge. It's not disrespectful. It's just because he was never taught the proper way to do anything. And I thank my parents every day when I see how these teens act a fool in social situations. And I promise you, Judge Boyd is fuming after the responses this kid gives her. And after a certain point, she can't hide anymore. She has some questions. Like and subscribe, set your notifications to all. Make sure you check
25CR010484, State versus Theron Walker. Could I have parties announced?
Lauren Espinoza for the state.
Brandon Lopez for Mr. Walker.
And are you Mr. Walker?
Yes, no.
All right, probation, this is an application. Did you review the application for deferred adjudication with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it?
Yes, no.
Counsel, you received all discovery. Did you review it with your...
All right, pause right here. This case is a textbook example of how presentation matters in court. Judges aren't just listening to what you say, they're watching how you say it. Tone, clarity, posture, it all counts. And when you mumble, rush, or sound unsure, that doesn't just frustrate the court, it raises red flags, especially for a judge like Judge Boyd, who's known for giving chances, but only to people who show they're ready to take them seriously. Question for you. If this were your one shot at leniency,
Fine.
Would you be ready?
All right. After reviewing State's Exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find that there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty. Court would defer finding of guilt as you've applied for deferred adjudication. I have questions.
Yes, sir.
So, how do you know this person?
I met him at North Star Mall.
So, some guy from North Star Mall that you just met picks you up and takes you to his house to shower and change clothes?
No.
So, you meet some stranger at North Star Mall. Had you met him before North Star Mall?
Yeah.
And here's the moment every defense attorney quietly dreads. The judge has questions. That usually means one thing. Something isn't adding up. Judges don't interrogate for fun. They're testing credibility, consistency, accountability. And notice, this isn't about guilt anymore. He's already applied for deferred adjudication, which is basically the court saying, I'll hold off on a conviction if you don't mess this up. But here's the catch. If your story falls apart right now, that grace, it disappears.
Then weeks after you meet him again?
Yeah, like we went to chill at his
Wait for
crib.
what?
We went to go chill at his crib.
So you and your friend went to chill with him at his crib?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. And then what ends up happening?
And then we got into an argument. So I took his car.
Who is we?
Me and the person that.
So why does that mean you take his vehicle because you got in an argument with him? And that's not what the police report says.
That's what happened.
No, the police report says victim stated that suspect had been invited over to the location where he could stay for a day and shower while getting victim's clothes. Victim stated that upon getting back to the apartment, suspect, that's you, had told victim he was in an argument with his girlfriend and needed to go. From there, suspect would take victim's vehicle without his consent. Per victim, suspect did not have consent to take the vehicle or his keys. So that's what it says. So you're saying that's not what happened?
No, ma'am.
All right, because it seems like he wasn't there. At least that's the way this police report is written. And it says that you got in an argument. I don't know who his girlfriend is because this is the way it's written. I don't know if it's supposed to be the victim's girlfriend or the suspect's girlfriend.
I mean, Your Honor, I guess the way I understand it, they're all hanging out together. I don't know.
This right here is where cases live or die. The police report versus the defendant's version of events. From a legal standpoint, the court doesn't need to decide who's lying today, but it does need to decide who's believable. Inconsistencies don't just weaken your story, they shape your probation conditions. Tighter curfews, GPS monitoring, more restrictions. And let's be real, I took his car because we argued is not the legal defense he thinks it is.
But I can understand that. I guess if we were to take it down to particulars, there might be some contradicting, but I think just the way that the report was written after the fact in sort of a prosecution guide format, I think all those things probably fit in together.
No, I'm just trying to figure out what conditions to set for him. So what you said you all were hanging out. What were you doing there?
Just watching movies, smoking, marijuana.
All right. And what else?
That's it.
And what's up with all these tattoos?
I like that too.
Well, no, I mean, what do they mean?
This one, my homeboy gave me that name before he passed away. This from my auntie. This is first and stroke, and the rest is like Bible scriptures.
All right. And then the 2K, what do you say that is?
My homeboy gave me that before he passed away because I always used to go to his crib. We used to play basketball, play 2K on the game all the time. Like, that's what I like to do.
So, I mean, is that just something he did or he knew he was passing? What?
No, that's just like, he just gave me, like, he just started calling me that. So I just started going by him.
Okay. And then the above the eye?
It says Lamarcus. That's my dead brother.
Okay. So how old are you?
18.
Where is your family?
In San Antonio.
Well, I mean, where are they in your life? Why are you picking up cases and hanging out with people who it doesn't appear that any of them mean you any good because y'all are just hanging out smoking marijuana?
No, my mom, she cares. It's just I wasn't at the crib at the time. She don't know what I was doing.
Mm-hmm. And did you graduate from high school?
Yes, ma'am.
So what have you been doing with the rest of your life?
When I was out, I was working at Six Flags. And I had just got my ID.
So what are you planning on doing with the rest of your life?
Hopefully, get out, try and see if Six Flags could accept me, work up some money, try and get my driver's license, get a car, and just. But man, I'm gonna try and work at Foot Locker. I like shoes, so.
Do you have any children?
No, man.
Yes. You're not ready. It's a lot of work and it takes money. So don't have children right now. You need to take care of this.
Yes.
So I don't want to see you back here saying, I have a baby on the way because you're not ready. Okay. All right. This is what the court is going to do. There's $1,000 fine that will be probated. There's to be no contact with Donovan Taylor. And do you live with your mother?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. There's going to be partial GPS for employment.
This is the emotional pivot of the hearing. Up until now, it's facts and paperwork, but what's coming next is life advice disguised as sentencing. Judges do this when they see someone standing at a crossroads. She's not just sentencing him, she's testing whether he's listening, because deferred adjudication isn't freedom, it's borrowed time, and borrowed time comes with conditions. Miss this lesson, and the next stop isn't a courtroom lecture, it's a cell.
And Your Honor, if he had employment that kept him out past that, would that be an exception or would that be part of it?
Oh, that would be an exception,
Okay.
but he had better have proof that he has employment.
Yes, ma'am.
And they've started closing the mall early, so,
Sure, Your Honor.
and don't get a job at a place that's open 24/7 because 10 p.m. But I'll look into it. But if it's just he is obtaining employment specifically so he can be out past curfew, regular reporting by Zoom or in person, regular random UAs. There's to be restitution, if any, to Donovan Taylor. And Ms. Ferguson, I need a 30-day reset for restitution hearing. All right. And if you can give him a reset form.
Yes.
And counsel, if you called the court beforehand and with probation, or if you and probation email me and say that there's no restitution, then there'll be no need to be here on December 2nd.
Thank you, Judge.
There's going to be field visits 1 time per month until further notice. A hand road. There's to be 180 hours of community service restitution. If you obtained a higher level education or some type of trade school certification, the court will deem the community service hours satisfied. Probation, is there anything else? Thank you. Proof of employment within 45 days of release, no employment as a home health care provider or with minors. And probation, we can do a TAP evaluation out of custody. Is there anything else you need from the court to be successful?
No, ma'am.
Did you review the document entitled, just one moment, probation, just 1 second. There's to be 2 years deferred adjudication. All right, did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it?
Yes, ma'am.
Because it's a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waived your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
We can go off the record. In this courtroom, communication is key. Stay in contact with your probation officer. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Everything that you do in your life from here on out while you're on probation in this court, if there's something where you're like, should I do this? Should I not do this? You need to ask yourself, is this something that could potentially result in my going to prison, state jail, felony prison for 2 years? If the answer is yes, don't do it. If the answer is maybe, don't do it. That should be at the forefront of your mind. Your attorney will tell you, I don't take any joy to send people to prison, but I have sent young people to prison. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. And Ms. Abrams, can you see about a gang evaluation?